Information in this video is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content contained through this program is for general information purposes only. The producers make no representation and assume no responsibility for the accuracy of information contained in this program, and such information is subject to change without notice. You are encouraged to confirm any information obtained from this program with other sources and review all information regarding any medical condition or treatment with your physician. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay seeking medical treatment because of something you heard on this program. When the moon seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore.
You know, Beth, I can't sing, so I think we should stick to our show today.
Welcome back to Art of Aromatherapy 101. Today we're celebrating love, romance, and Valentine's Day. We have some absolute treats for you to celebrate this holiday.
Yes, we do. So, as Beth said, this is about love and passion. In honor of one of the most ancient holidays and most celebrated emotions, which is love and passion, we're going to help you create an aromatic lifestyle that you can use with your loved ones, and they can make any one of these blends at home to spice up any type of situation. But I think we need to give a shout out to the florist who donated the flowers.
Absolutely. Beth? Look at these beautiful flowers. These were donated to us by Jordan Florist on Palisado Avenue. So be sure to order your flowers way ahead of time.
Yes. And they did actually suggest to call them directly because you'll get a better order that way. And that supply and demand, it's their busiest season. So we want to give them a huge shout out and say thank you to Jordan Flowers for donating a dozen long stem roses for our show today on passion and romance.
Yes, thank you so much. So let's get into what Valentine's Day started out as. It's actually very bizarre, Dennis. It was the old Roman holiday, Lupercalia. And what happened on that day is the men would go hunt dogs and goats and use the hides to hit women with. And now the women actually lined up to be hit by the hides of these goats and dogs, thinking that it would bring them fertility. No, thank you.
Now that sounds crazy, Beth. So when did the holiday originate, or when did it become more romantic?
Well, the Romans did have a romantic component to it. They would pick names out of a hat or jar. It was a lottery on Lupercalia where young men and women were paired together for the day, and sometimes it actually led to more long-term romance. But then when Christianity was taking over, there was a saint, Saint Valentine, who was martyred on Valentine's Day. So they transferred the holiday to him. It wasn't really until the Middle Ages with Chaucer and poems and sonnets and his writing, and then later with Shakespeare, that the holiday became more romantic. And that's also when people started writing love letters.
Wow. That sounds interesting. There's lots of movies out there about love, and I love watching, love stories, and I guess I'm a romantic at heart, which is kind of cool. So today, we're going to actually now get into some fun aspects of blending so that you at home can make massage oils, body sprays, bath salts, you name it. There's so many fun things you can do in addition to sending flowers from Jordan's. You can also get creative and have fun. And what better way to show your love and your passion for a loved one is to actually make something homemade with essential oils and natural ingredients that you can find throughout your house.
That's right. It's a very thoughtful gift that comes straight from the heart. But let's face it,
Yes.
on Valentine's Day, there's a lot of people who are maybe in a rut or who are feeling lonely. There's no reason why this day of love has to be celebrated just by couples. So our first blend is really going to focus more on self-love. It's a meditative blend. Let's face it, in our society, a lot of times individuals just aren't appreciated for who they are, for the gifts they have, the talents they have, and we all need to pat ourselves on the back and acknowledge ourselves.
Yes.
So this first blend we have does that. It's for meditation. It can be used as a body spray, as a roll-on, to help us, build confidence and appreciate ourselves.
Now, Beth, I think you brought up a really good point. There's so much, hatred in the world, and I think it's about spreading love or saying please and thank you or holding the door for somebody.
Yes.
A lot of people often say to me, "You smell great," or "You smell good," and I often say, "Oh, thank you. It's my aroma beads that I got from eo.tools." And I just put some essential oils on it, or it's some essential oil blend. So I challenge each and every one of you to share random acts of kindness and to spread your love throughout the town, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So without delay, let's talk about our number one recipe,
Okay.
self-love.
Self-love. So we
Okay.
have equal parts. We're going to do it in a blending spray. So I have a professional grade emulsifier. So what I'm going to do is fill that up.
Now, what can people use at home?
They can use equal parts water, distilled water preferably, and also they can use rubbing alcohol to blend the oil and water.
Okay. Well,
So
I'm going to
now-
read these off for you then.
Okay, so the first ingredient is going to be orange.
Orange. Here it is.
Okay, so we're only adding 1 drop. Well, we got 2 in there, 1 for good luck.
That's right.
And now we're going to add 2 drops of lavender.
There you go.
1, 2. And this is in a 2-ounce bottle. Is this the cap? Yep. Okay. And now we're going to do bergamot. Okay. An extra 1 for good luck. Now, in this blend total, there's actually there's 6 drops of oil. So in a 2-ounce bottle. One thing that I have a little pet peeve with is a lot of companies will say you need to put 60, 80, 100 drops of oil. Yes,
Yeah.
if you're a professional perfumer, yes, but the whole purpose of using essential oils is they're the life force of the plant, so they're ultra concentrated.
Yes.
So that's what I like about a company called eo.tools, who has donated a lot of our stuff.
Right.
And they have kits that you can make these beads at home. And we have promotional kits you can use where you can get discounts from what they use because they actually suggest using a lower dosage. And so if a company tells you that you need to use a lot of oils, it's because they want you to buy more oils. And you don't need to be doing that. Okay, so
Frankincense is next.
1 drop of frankincense.
There
we
you go.
Frankincense
Perfect.
baswala.
And then sandalwood.
And then 1 drop of sandalwood. Sandalwood and frankincense are both base notes. And all you need is 1 drop. And they are rare and precious, so they are a little bit on the pricey side. So by using 1 drop, it's not a bad deal. Okay, then you just put your cap on. So you're going to blend your oil and water and emulsifiers or alcohols, and you're just going to spray and then just experience the pleasant aroma. And you could
Nice.
use this, as a linen freshener, as a body spray all day. You can keep it at your desk at the office.
Right. But
It's
if
wonderful.
you're focusing on self-love, Rub a little on your heart chakra, spray, put it in an infuser. You don't even need to mix it with anything else, and have it going while you sit and you meditate.
All right.
Okay, on to...
Okay, so we're going to do a bath salt next, correct?
Yes, that's right. Now this one, love is also about taking care of friends,
Yes.
taking care of your family members. So that's what the spirit of this next blend is. So this is a great way that, again, you can share something of yourself. It's not commercialized. And it's very thoughtful. It's an uplifting blend. It's also very anti-infective. And in February, and it's at the end of winter.
Yes.
People are getting worn out from the cold. They're getting worn out from all the diseases that are going around. So what a wonderful gift of love to help your friends and family members be uplifted, fortified, and, enhance their immune system too.
Yes, anti-infectious, nothing wrong with that, especially going all natural and staying
That's
away
right.
from synthetics. So it's 2 cups Epsom salt and 2 cups baking soda.
Okay, so we're gonna mix that in our mixing bowl. And I already have the bath salts mixed together. This is my favorite blend of bath salts. Like you
Yes.
said, it's 2-to-1 ratio.
Yes, and then we add 1 cup baking soda. So now we're going to put in the natural sea salt.
Well, actually,
this is already made. Okay,
this
yes.
is already mixed together. So we
Excellent.
have 2-to-1 ratio. Epsom salts, sea salt, and baking soda.
Okay.
We're just going to add the essential oils together.
Here, Beth, do you want to do the honors? We're
Sure.
going to do 1 drop of orange.
Okay.
1 drop of geranium. Brand
Excellent.
new bottle there.
It's all right here.
And then we're going to do 1 drop Alang Alang. Just locate. Two drops of Roman chamomile.
Okay, got it.
1 drop myrrh. Ooh. I wish they had that scratch and sniff button on that
I
screen.
know.
This is smelling amazing.
This is a little thicker because it's a resin, so it takes a little longer to get out. So while I'm trying to get that one out of the bottle, why don't you go to the next one, Dennis?
Okay, and then last but not least, we're going to do 1 drop of frankincense.
Okay, there we go.
And that rolls out nice.
Nice. Okay.
So as you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but it kind of like the oil sits on top. So Beth is going to actually mix it up.
Yeah, just mix it
Ooh.
up.
Ooh,
And as
I'm
it-
taking this home.
Oh, isn't it nice? Well, thank you. I'm complimented because
I
this
know.
is my recipe.
That's her recipe, yes.
So, yeah, and as it sits in the bath salts for a while and stews a little bit,
Yeah.
it really, really blends nicely, and one essential oil enhances the other. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. So, Dennis has laid claim to this one.
Yes.
Well, I'm so glad because you are my friend. You are my good, lovely friend. So.
And I appreciate all the wonderful work you do in writing the script for this show and the dedication you have, because it's not easy to put this together. And a lot of credit I owe to you, so thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. It is a joy to
Excellent.
be here with
We
you.
always like to have fun, starting out dancing or juggling lemons, or
Yes.
life is about having fun. So now that we're finished with that, we're going to go into some
Okay.
more, sorry.
There we go.
Romantic potions, romantic blends that we can
Yes.
use.
Okay.
So the first essential oil we're going to talk about is of rose. It takes 2,000 pounds of rose just to make 1 ounce of rose essential oil. That's a lot of rose petals, and it has to be picked before the sun rises, or else the sun will actually deplete the aromatic essence of the rose. So it's a highly volatile oil. So that's why rose is so precious. And again, thank you to Jordan's Florist on Main Street in Windsor.
No, on Palisado Avenue.
On Palisado Avenue.
Actually, let me give their number too. It's 860-683-0680 if you'd like to order ahead of time.
So roses are known for the smell of passion and love and romance, and also self-esteem. So if you're ever having a down day, used to have a diagram of a picture of Prozac bottle and a picture of a woman lying in a rose petal bed, and it said Prozac or rose essential oil.
Oh, rose, hands down.
Definitely go with the rose. Next oil is Alang. It's known for increasing hormonal hormones within the body. It's a natural aphrodisiac, natural pheromones. Plants have their own pheromones that are insecticides. This actually helps attract other humans or make people feel good towards you when wearing Alang. So it's great for any type of depression or anxiety. Next, we're going to talk about clary sage. Clary sage is known to balance the hormones within both male and female body, but it's particularly known for the female body. It helps increase the libido. It helps with any type of monthly changes or menopause. It's been great for helping women transition with any type of those issues. So it's a must-have oil for everybody, and it's also just fun. It's a feel-good oil.
Yeah,
Just good.
I love it. I love it. It's a beautiful citrus. So something else that's a really great aphrodisiac
Yes.
is
This is your secret honeymoon blend, isn't it?
well, yes,
Well,
it's
one of
in
them.
it's in my blend, and I will talk about it in a minute. Smell that.
Vetiver.
Vetiver is very kind of earthy, musky. I think of beating a drum. It's very instinctual animal energy. Great stuff. The next oil I want to talk about that's often used in aphrodisiacs, and most people don't think about this, is lavender. In studies, they have actually shown that lavender increases male desire. So just think of lavender as a big hug too, because it's also very, very nurturing. The next oil that's an aphrodisiac is jasmine. Jasmine is very pure, very light, very sweet. It's one of those oils that's extremely expensive because it's made from the pressed flowers, and it's very labor intensive to make. Very rare and very precious oil.
Beth, it's also an oil of self-worth. So if you are dealing with any type of issues of self-worth or do I deserve things, jasmine is one of those.
Oh,
as well.
yeah. It's primo, but
Yes.
it's extremely expensive. But it's worth it. You can buy it in infused oils, or you can buy just teeny tiny amounts. So the other oil that's like that, very rare, very precious, very hard to get into essential oil form, or I should say only really yields a little bit of oil from many flowers, is neroli. Neroli is the name of the essential oil made from orange flowers.
Yes.
And that is a lovely, uplifting, love-enhancing blend as well, or love-enhancing oil, I should say.
Yes. If anyone's ever driven through I-95, going through Florida in February or March, you can actually smell the neroli blossoms if you have your windows down. And when I was younger and used to drive down to Miami, I would go, what is that smell? And it was neroli flowers. So
I got to tell you, I was in Morocco several years ago, and walking down a market street, and all these women had these woven baskets just loaded with these orange blossoms. And they were in the trees, and everything just smelled like neroli. I will never forget it. It was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life. Without a doubt, just everyone felt enhanced and uplifted just by walking down the street.
And I haven't been there, but when I was in Bora Bora, Beth, or South Pacific, it was actually very muggy, and it was they had neroli growing there, and you could actually smell it throughout the air, which was really nice.
Amazing.
So the
What
next
else?
oil we're going to talk about is sandalwood. Sandalwood is an earthy. It's known for a lot of men's fragrance. It increases your mood. It also helps with your libido and any type of nurturing or self-confidence, which is great with sandalwood essential oil. Warm and exotic. The next one is cinnamon, and cinnamon enhances energy, reduces fatigue, increase sexual hormones within the body. So that's a fun oil as well as cinnamon, and everybody knows ground cinnamon is cooked with and a spice that everybody uses.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really think of cinnamon in that way, but it's definitely powerful in that way.
Yes. So, and last that we're going to talk about is patchouli. Patchouli is known for its aphrodisiac properties as well.
Yes.
It also increases erotic moods and deep intimacy between. But you know what I find with the smell of patchouli? It's either a love-hate situation. So it all depends on how it's blended. If you don't like the smell of patchouli, just using one drop and adding a bunch of citruses can actually completely change the whole aromatic mood or the blend that you're working on. All right, Beth. So what do you say we get into some more blending?
Yeah, now we're going to get into the romantic blends now that we've talked about those oils a little bit.
So we have a bath salt that we talked about that recipe. So Beth, this is yours. You told me about this when we first started talking about the concept of putting together the show. You were like vetiver and Alang. So why don't you take this one over?
Sure. So yes, this is a blend that I made for my honeymoon many years ago now. It's called Honeymoon Retreat. And in it are 2 drops of rose.
I was not on that honeymoon, by the way. I'm not her husband. She has a husband at home, so.
No, he's my buddy.
Yes.
So 2 drops of rose, and then we have 2 drops of Alang. And if you have jasmine, you can also substitute jasmine for the Alang. Okay, so there was a couple extra drops of ylang-ylang, but you know what? Oh, it's so nice. Why not?
Smells great.
Here's some bergamot, a couple drops of that. And lastly, that earthy animal scent, vetiver. Couple drops of that, and again, it's a resin, so it comes out a little slower. All right, now I'm gonna mix this up a little bit, and I want you to smell this.
This is my first time smelling this, and I have a good nose, so let me go. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Imagine, you're on your honeymoon retreat.
Wow.
And you're sharing a bath with your
Okay, Beth.
new husband or wife.
Let's cool down. Set that aside. Let's go to our next massage oil.
Okay, now you
could tell she was enjoying that mixing, so we'll just kind of leave it at that. The next thing we're going to do is a massage oil. This is called Passion Potion, and there's 2 different types of oils you could use. You could use, we use pharmaceutical grade fractionated coconut oil. If you want more of a massage lubricated blend, or if you want more of an oil that's going to soak into your body, you can use aloe and fractionated mixed together, which is the pharmaceutical grade. But we're going to go straight for the more slippery slopes. So do you want to pull the oils that we need for
Passion potion.
Passion potion.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I get the fractionated coconut oil in here.
Okay, let's see what we need here.
And you don't need a lot of drops again. I mean, again, like I said, if your company says you need to put in, 30, 40, 50 drops, they just are trying to sell you more oils, and you don't need that. So there's no need for that.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, we're starting out with orange.
Excellent. So,
Originally it's 4 drops.
yeah. Why don't we put 2 in there?
2. We're going to
Yeah.
kind of half this recipe since we just have a little bottle.
Yep.
Okay, so orange and then 1 drop of marjoram.
Yes. There we go.
A drop of cypress, which by the way is extremely good for circulation.
There we go.
And of course, Alang Alang.
1 drop of Alang Alang.
Wow, we're going to be completely euphoric after smelling so much Alang Alang.
We're
in
always
here.
so giddy when we leave the studio.
I know, it's from smelling all these oils.
And last but not least, we're going to put 1 drop of sandalwood in there,
Yay.
which is going to give it that base note and that resin, which is going to tie all these wonderful aromatic oils together. So there we go. 1 drop of our pharmaceutical grade. Oops, we got our caps confused there. We've been, smell that. Isn't that great? So, I
Now, who
really
wouldn't want
wish
to be massaged with that?
this is wonderful. I would take this to my massage therapist that I see and just say, use this on me, because it has just an amazing, uplifting.
Yes, it is. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Okay, so our next blend, Beth,
Yes.
is Libido Liftoff Massage and Fractionated Coconut Oil with Aloe.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that.
I'm going to put this here. All right. So, yes, Libido Liftoff. This is a formula developed by Dennis, and I love the name that you chose. Libido Liftoff.
Okay. Well, it actually is based on the gas chromatography and chemical constituents of the oils. So therefore, there is a purpose to this. So we're going to put 1 drop of peppermint.
There you go.
Okay. Which is great for circulation, headaches,
Oh, I love that peppermint.
digestive headaches. 1 drop of pepper essential oil. So again, you don't need a lot, just 1 drop. And then what we're going to install is 1 drop of vetiver.
That's that earthy one I love so much.
Yes, the woods. That left an image imprinted in my brain that's going to be there for a while, Beth, I must say.
Okay.
All righty. And then 2 drops of Alang Alang.
There you go.
One, 2. And you can also make this into a fragrance, a bath salt. There's multiple things you can do. 1 drop nutmeg.
Love that smell too.
We had a little extra one for good luck. And 1 drop sandalwood.
Here you go.
And last but not least is 1 drop ginger. Nice. Spicy, earthy smell.
Yeah, that is too, for sure.
Okay. Then what you're going to do is, again, you're going to shake that up. And you can use this as a massage oil. And it's called Libido Liftoff. All right. There you
I
go.
smell it too.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I didn't. It was rude of me, Beth. I'm
It was.
sorry.
It was so rude.
What was I thinking?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Can I have this one?
Yes, you can. Yes, Beth, you can have that one. Okay, so the blend we're going to be making now is First Date. So this I'm going to use the fractionated coconut oil, and we're going to put it in a roller ball. And so what you could do is you could also put this in a spray form, but when we do install the orifice, when we're done, you could put it on your pressure points or your wrist or behind your ears or your neck. And it just gives you the self-esteem, Beth, that you need for that first date, or the confidence that you need. And then also to just smell good, have good natural pheromones.
Yeah, what a fantastic idea. You know how nervous people are on first dates?
Oh,
They're
it's horrible.
awful.
Yes, it's horrible.
Absolutely
especially in today's
awful.
day and age. It's not what it was when we were in high school.
No, because it's a lot of online dating, so people don't know each other through friends that they've confided in for years. So, gosh, anything to help with that is awesome.
So we're going to use 2 drops bergamot.
Great.
1, 2.
Great.
Okay. And then we're going to put 2 drops Alang Alang. 1, 2. And then we're going to add 2 drops of rosemary. I'm sorry, yes, 2 drops, okay. And cinnamon, we're just going to add 1 drop just to give it that little spice. There you go, cinnamon. Woo.
Somebody should do a little study, to see if when you're wearing this, the callback rate after the first
The callback rate.
after the first date.
So 1 drop patchouli, the callback rate. Yes, post it on our Facebook page, the callback rate of your first date.
Yes, versus wearing it versus not wearing it.
So,
Wouldn't that be great?
that would be interesting. Harvard, if you're looking to do a study, I have a blend for you. And the last oil we're going to put in is just 1 drop of sandalwood.
Perfect. Here you go.
Excellent. And then this has a nice spice to it with the oils that are blended in here. And then we just baste it off with, smell that.
Yes.
Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your orifice, you're going to pop that on, and then what you're going to do is put your lid on it. And you can start to see the oil start to blend with the bottles. And I just like to give it a good shake.
Now, what was your base again for this?
My base was the fractionated coconut oil that we used. But you can use this in a room and body spray. You can make this into a cologne or a perfume. If you visit eo.tools, they have dilution ratio charts you can get. And I'm just gonna roll this on here.
Me too, me too, me too.
Okay. First date. That's nice.
Nice, very nice.
I'm truly impressed with that. So,
Well,
I think
yes,
that's
that was
another
fun.
episode, and that was a blast. I just have to give you a hug.
Yes.
And I think we need to give a huge shout out to our friends at Ameo for allowing us to use their oils and donating a lot of this stuff, as well as the florists. Would you like to thank the florist again?
Yes, to Jordan Florist. Thank you so much for donating those beautiful roses for our show.
And also Win TV. This is publicly funded, so it's important that you support your local community television. So until next time, we encourage you to like us, follow us, share our videos.
Yes.
And see us on Facebook and post your comments and your questions.
Yes, visit us on our Facebook page, Art of Aromatherapy 101. And until next time, we hope you have a lovely romantic time using our recipes. And
Excellent.
until next
Well,
time.
there we go.
Bye.
Bye, guys.